while the crypt was collapsing. They barely made it out alive. They stayed in the troll camp over the night, then headed back to northwest, following the road, and they found near the coast a shipwreck where they found their new companion, Valkyrian Nightbrook, the Firbolg cleric. Then they made their way up again to the northwest side of the island, where they found these wonderful bunch of people, a group of mercenaries blocking their way to get their gold, and things got ugly. And let's just say that some people called some names um, to the bunch of the mercenaries, and they did not like it. So now they're in combat, and we just changed the screen, and now we're here. This is where we left off. Right. Where were we exactly? The hatchet was flying, right? It was flying towards someone. Now I don't remember.
Yeah, it's heading towards the T-Rex, if I'm not mistaken.
Was it the T-Rex? I don't
think
remember.
so.
Yep.
Very well. I will.
Yeah,
I will believe
he
you.
was just a little bit short on his charge, I think.
Okay. Let me just. Should I roll that again? Probably. So it's this guy. Hand axe. 15. Does a 15 hit you?
Yes, it does.
5. You take 5 damage.
Well, that's fine. I think. So minus
Hopefully it
4.
is.
Yeah. And I need to roll con.
Right.
So
To maintain the polymorph.
yeah, 14. 18, yeah.
Okay. Very well.
So
It's Chipok's turn. We're in combat right now. So.
Okay, yeah.
And you're over here. Ardak
Yeah,
is
I've seen you,
around.
but my character sheet is empty.
It's empty?
Yeah, it's blank.
That is.
Ah, there we go. There we go.
Okay.
It's just appeared. Right. Sorry. Okay, right. I am going to jump down to here.
Let me see. Where were you? Over here? Yeah, you can do that easily.
I was yeah. And I get right. What's that? I get to? Oh, right. Hold on. I should probably go into rage, shouldn't I? I don't know how that works.
You just, as your bonus action, you just get to rage, and then you get the extra damage.
Yeah.
Right. And I also attack twice, don't I? Is that right?
That's already a thing that you do without the.
Yeah,
rage.
yeah, right. Okay, in that case, I will for your man here. Great sword.
It hits.
Does that hit? And then I just do it again?
No, you need to roll damage first.
Right, right, okay, that's that there. Yay, there we go.
There you go.
Right, and again? Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm so slow.
It hits again. Jesus.
And that?
17.
God damn it. Give the Minotaur OP weapons, I said. Alright.
What could possibly go wrong?
Right? Very well. Is that your turn, Miguel? Chipok.
Yes,
sorry.
I think so. That's all the shots I get, I believe.
Very well. It's this guy's
Yes.
turn. He is going to throw his hand axe again. This time at the Minotaur, which is a 24, and it hits you, and you take 5 points of damage. You see this guy in the shield wall just grab his hand axe and just throw it at you, and it hits your back, and you're like, oh fuck.
Okay, yeah, right.
Now it's this guy's turn. He's dead. Get out of here. Ardak, your go.
Okay, first thing I'd like to do is bonus action, Giant Might.
Giant smite? Alright.
Just watch as Ardak kind of almost doubles in size, and he just looks at the four guys around him, and he just chuckles to himself. Ha ha! My turn. And he's going to 29 hit.
Yup. Which one are you attacking?
Oh, sorry. Of the four, who's looking the most?
This one.
With the one where?
The one
think
near
it's you,
Chipok, right over here.
Okay, at the top.
Mhm. Exactly.
Okay, so first hit against him. Second hit.
Go for it.
27, and final hit is a 29 on fire. Nice. Okay.
I don't think you need to roll damage.
Alright.
Just saying.
I didn't even put the Giant's Might on that last one. Oops. So
Yeah.
that's actually an extra 2d8.
He is dead. You just you just see
Not his
Ard.
friend.
You just see you see Ardak just grab his glaive and just go down on this guy, on his head, just like Chah! Chah! And you just see this guy's head just split open. Yeah,
Nice. I'm just gonna turn round to the other three and just grin.
very well.
I'll tell you, just grin.
Okay. The T-Rex time.
So the T-Rex is gonna multi-attack.
Very well.
So I'm gonna bite this one here.
Okay, go for it.
So let's see if it hits. Widely? Okay.
It doesn't hit him.
So
Damn.
much damage.
Jeez. So I'm gonna tail this one who threw the axe at me.
Can you tell him?
Yeah, multi-attack. It's bite and tail.
No, I mean, cause he's in down the cliff.
What's your reach with your attacks?
It's 10.
10? I'd say yeah, you could hit.
It's 10 reach for the bite and the tail.
Okay. 20, it hits this guy, yeah. He takes 17 bludgeoning. Very well. Does it do
And-
anything to him? Prone, anything?
No.
No? Okay.
It's just the bite. It's if it hits, it does something.
He
That's
looks...
bad.
He looks bloodied. You just hit the back of his head with your tail attack. And he's like in a shield formation, like, oh, what the fuck? Whoa,
So
dude.
just-
Yeah?
This is it's a level here, so I'm up here. So I'm just gonna move
Mhm.
to here.
Very well, yeah. You're
Yeah.
still in the cliff, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's my turn.
This guy over here, he is going to run for it. You can make an opportunity attack.
Ooh. Oh. Me bite. Come on, hit the bite.
It'll probably hit. Yeah, he's dead.
Oh,
Yeah,
So-
like that.
so he's in my mouth. So I'm keep on chewing.
Very well. He keeps on chewing. Very well. Okay. That guy's dead. This guy over here, he is going to shoot at you with his longbow. You take 10 hit points
Yep.
piercing damage. And you gotta roll for Constitution to see if you keep up the polymorph.
That's it. Right.
So you see this archer guy just look at you as you munch on his friend. He's like, "Fuck you," and he,
24
yeah, you stay in.
net. Good.
And it's Valkyrian's turn. What will you do?
I'm currently trying to get my sheet open. It's refusing to open.
Really? Let me see.
Yep.
It should open though. Maybe reload the page. See if it works.
Okay, I'll reload it.
Did it work?
It must be a roll 20 thing because mine was doing it before.
There we go, I'm able to open it now.
Alright, very well. Very nice.
I am... Quickly zoom out so I can see everything. Going to move over 2 seconds. I'm having to sort my whole thing out again. Move over here,
Very
and
well.
then I would like to sunbeam the two of them in a line.
These two guys? Like down here?
Yeah.
Okay. Go for it. Let me see.
Where is it? Sunbeam logo. Just clicking on there. That should be it.
Jesus. They have to succeed. So it's a Constitution save. All right. Yeah, they both take that damage. Jesus, 35 damage. And they're also blind, right?
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. Okay, just gonna 9 health. Let me just very well. Oh. This guy. Okay, these two guys look bloodied. And they're also blind. Very well. Passing to the other turn. Who's in here? Okay, it's this guy. He is going to break shield formation. And he's gonna climb the cliff. Maybe... yeah. He's gonna climb the cliff over here. Move over here. And that's his turn. This guy, he is going to attack you, Ardak. With his great axe.
See the guy at the top?
No, it's this guy over here.
Okay.
13 does not hit you, right?
Nope.
He is going to use his boarding harpoon against this guy. It doesn't hit. Oh shit. Sand
It's
assassin.
a beautiful sound coming from a dungeon master.
Aye, aye.
Yeah.
This is gonna jump down here. It's just gonna be like, fuck it. And a claw twice.
Which guy are you hitting?
One that's in this guy.
This guy? Yeah, he's dead. What else? What else you be doing?
Does that hit? And is it dead yet?
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah.
You hit him and he's dead.
Dead. Okay, he's just gonna turn to the other guy and shrug and just claw that bastard.
Go for it.
Okay,
Unfortunately, that does not hit.
Oh well, never mind. He's just gonna keep swirling there like the swirly vortex that he is. But yeah, that's it. That's his turn.
Very well. This guy right here, he is going to attack you, Norton, with his long sword. 15, does that hit?
Yes, it does.
You take 3 damage, roll for Constitution.
-3. 15.
Does that drop you from your polymorph?
No.
Okay. Next guy. This guy over here, in front of you, Ardak. He's gonna multi-attack you with his great axe 2 times. Failing both times.
Excellent. Just what I like to hear.
he sees his friend die, and while he swings, he just looks at his friend die. He's like, shit, and then he misses all his attacks. Chris, it's your go.
Right, is the guy in front of me? What's that guy doing?
He is attacking you.
What a bastard. I don't know. I'll fuck it. I'll bring out my scimitar and try and stab him.
Go for it.
18
That
hit.
doesn't hit. You draw your scimitar and you go
Fuck
to
you.
hit him, and he just blocks it with his shield.
I just kind of look at him and growl just a little bit.
Mhm.
I just want to step around him, keeping in his melee range.
Okay.
And yeah, just keeping it like that. And then just kind of like psyching him out. And just being like, yeah, right, fuck you, bitch. And then, yeah, that's my turn.
That's your turn. Very well. This guy over here, he is going to try to throw his hand axe. Let's see. And it at Chipok. 19 hits you, and you take 6 damage. Chipok.
And the name of God. Why am I the only one that's taking damage? What is wrong with you guys?
No, it's your it's your armor class. You barely have
But how much? How
You
much
take-
was that? 6?
6. Yeah.
Isn't he raging?
Oh yeah. So it's
raging.
3. You only take 3 damage. Sorry.
Oh right, hold on. Does that mean that the first time when I took 5, how much did I take
Yeah.
then?
Sorry. You took 2 damage.
Right, okay, right. Now I've got to figure. Nobody told me that maths would be involved in.
Whoops.
Do you feel lied to? Do you feel lied to?
Right. Oh, the name of God. How am I supposed to figure that?
Surprise math class.
Right, I took 5 and I took 6. So
Stick it in Google.
I'll add 11, right, and then I will take off. Was it 2 and then 5? Then minus 5.
Yeah. -5. Exactly.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
You you know how to do math. You're asking the wrong DM.
Right. That's me. I've got it
All right.
sorted.
It's this
Okay.
guy's turn. He's gonna look at you.
He takes damage from my fucking spirit guardians.
Yeah. Can
I'm
you put it
waiting for
again
this.
in your? Put it
Yeah. Like, when is it this bastard's turn? Because he needs to take fucking damage.
Go for it.
Just bear with me. My computer seems to be being slow today. That's not what I want, you stupid. There you go.
All right.
Come on, are you coming up?
Harden Spirit. Yeah. Okay. What was? I guess I'll just roll with the thing he rolled right now. He takes. He needs to. Wisdom save. Let me just do that real quick. 14, he fails. He is going to take the 11 damage, and he's going to attack you. He is bloodied, but he is still fighting. Longsword. That's a critical fail. He goes and he like grabs his longsword and he just goes to slash at you, but he hits like his friend's corpse and he's like, oh shit, and he's like trying to pull it out of his corpse as we speak.
Wow.
Swishing my tail back and forth.
Very well.
Sassy Kissy.
Guy's dead. This guy's gonna stay in formation. Chipok, it's your turn.
Oh yay! Oops.
Murder!
Okay, can you clever people or special DM give me a bit of would go and form a beast? Can I do that now?
Yeah.
Would what do I need to do? Anything? Do I need to click anything?
I think
Should I
it's
click on form a
bonus
beast?
action. Let me see.
Right. Okay. I try to learn these things, but my memory just
A
doesn't
cloud, simple
make it
weapon.
very good.
Right. Which weapon do you want to choose? Bite, claws, or tail?
Right, hold on, I can't remember which one's best. Let's see which one's the best dice. 1d8. 1d8. Is it all the same?
It's pretty much it, but they have different
The
things.
same. Right, bite then.
You're using bite, okay. Your mouth transforms into a bestial muzzle, and you grow mandible. Okay. So you can roll a d8 when you hit someone, but you gotta roll.
Okay.
Roll me a d20 first.
Right, did I still get the double attack? Not a thing.
Yeah, you still do.
Right, okay, so a d20. That's a miss. Yeah.
You failed the first attack. Go again.
Right, and then d20 again for second attack?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, critical
that's
fail.
A definitely fail.
Shit.
Okay. In that case, I bite my tongue.
Oh.
Ah, you bastard!
Spit the blood on him.
Yeah, even with your strength mod, you would still fail though. So.
Yeah.
Viking man.
Yeah, those are pretty bad.
This guy's gonna stay. Ardak, your go.
Okay. DM, how tall is this ledge?
It's like 10 feet.
10 feet.
Why?
Yeah, why not? Can I grapple the guy in front of me?
Yeah, you could try.
Okay, so strength check or athletics?
Whichever you want.
Oh, if it's whatever I want, I'll take athletics.
Yeah, he's gonna try to.
25.
He's gonna try to contest it. Let's see.
I mean, good luck.
Well, you never know. No, he's grappled. Yeah.
Okay, and then I'm gonna burn my action surge.
Mhm.
Take a second action, which is going to be to throw him up the cliff at this guy.
Do it.
Yes.
So you throw him. Do a strength check.
There you go.
That's the Ardak we know and love.
Yeah, you.
And I actually have advantage on that as well, so I'll
Go for
take a
it.
second roll. First one was fine. Okay, so 17. Chucking him at this guy here.
Yeah. I'd say roll me a. Since it's not that far and it's like. It's like 10 feet. Just roll me a d4.
D4.
Yeah. Okay. He's gonna take 2 damage. And in his next turn, he's gonna take damage from Carissa's thing. So,
Oh, I was trying to make Carissa's life easier. Did he not hit the other guy? Does the other guy at least take damage as well?
he takes also 2 damage, yeah, let's say like that.
I at least get to add my strength to that.
Go for it, yeah, actually, go for it.
Okay, so they each take 7 damage.
7? Okay. Let me just...
Yeah.
Very well. Is that your turn?
Bonus action, drop into tunnel fighter stance.
Very well.
Sorry, Becky, I was trying to make your life easier.
It's fine.
Literally just chucked a bad guy at you.
Exactly. It's okay.
Here, take it.
It's your problem now.
Norkan, your go.
So, multi-attack. So I'm gonna bite this and tail this one here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see the bite. As a free action, I'll spit the other guy.
Very well. I'll allow that. Go for it.
Come on, does it hit? Yeah, 27.
Which guy do you want to hit?
This one is the bite,
Okay.
and for the tail, see. 29. I think it hits.
Oh yeah, it does. I also think it does.
So, and the
20.
guy that I
Jesus.
took a bite to, he's grappled. It's a DC 17
To break.
to, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I see that. Very well. Doo-doo-doo. It's this guy's turn. He's dead. It's this guy's turn. He's not dead. Nice. He's gonna use his longbow at you again.
Okay.
20 hits.
Yes, it
10.
does.
10 hit points.
Okay. And con save, oh god.
Go for it.
Let's see if this. Yeah.
Still in. Very
Yeah.
nice. He is also going to move over here. And Valkyrian, it's your go.
I would like to guide and bolt the guy that's just been thrown up.
Go for it. That's a 14. It hits him. Yeah, very well. He takes 15 points of radiant damage. Anything you want to do?
Nope, stay where I am, thank you.
Very well. You see Valkyrian just make like this weird motion with her head, hand, and you see this like bolt just come out of her hand, straight into this guy's back, and he is at 16. That's your go, right? Okay. And it's this Viking right now. He is going to come over here and greet the Tyrannosaurus. He's gonna attack you. Norman.
Okay.
20.
It hit.
It hits.
Yeah, hits.
Nice.
So
Maybe I should gang these guys all up on you.
let me see if that's
Oh, the
right.
guy down there isn't blind anymore, by the way.
Oh, okay.
And I
Thank
need
you.
to. Oh, god damn it. I made wrong math. Yes. Okay. And another con. Jesus. Okay.
What happens?
Let me check one thing. Because I think I'm biting the
Sad
guy.
T-Rex noises.
Hopefully. Hopefully something goes down.
Because I need to make a calculation here, and I think I. Well, let's just see. Jesus, I don't want. Wait. I think it fails.
You know what that means, right?
Yeah, I think so. I'm gonna drop the form because I'm not. I should have checked it before because there's some math. So goodbye, bye, Tino.
You put Norkin over here. Yeah, you see this guy just grab his sword and just slash at the T-Rex, like in its ankle, and the T-Rex just screams, and a cloud of smoke just, and there's a bard there instead of a T-Rex.
Yay! So, and I'm still biting the other guy, right?
Yes. You're grabbing onto his like his hand with your mouth.
Oh god.
Yeah, it's this guy's turn right now. He is going to attack the Sand Assassin. Kaboosh, kaboosh. Okay, I think both of those hit. Yup.
Yeah.
Now take that damage.
Don't make those noises.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Norkin.
No, sorry, but I have to ask sorry because the T-Rex doesn't go down.
It doesn't go down.
No.
Nice.
What's the
Sorry.
DC? What's the DC?
As long as the damage is less than 22, the DC is 10.
Oh, okay. Damn it. Put the dinosaur back.
Sorry, guys. My bad.
Very well.
You're apologizing for still being a T-Rex. You don't need to apologize for that.
It's this guy's turn is done. Sand Assassin, your go.
Yeah, he's not happy.
He's dead. First attack, you killed him.
He's just gonna move. You know, he's cool.
Mhm.
That. He's gonna just go and sit in the trees, making his way.
Okay.
That guy. That's his go.
Alright. Viking. He is going to attack you again, Norkin. With his long sword.
Jesus.
But he is grappled, right?
This guy here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna try and release that. I'll roll in athletics to contest that grapple. Or is it? No, I said something, right?
No, it's
It's strength, right?
It's where is it?
DC 17. It doesn't say, but normally it's just strength to contest.
I'll assume it's strength.
Roll for it. 14. He still is grappled. Very well. You take. Do you take the 10 damage?
I have to.
It's 14. Does it hit you?
Yeah. It's 13
Yeah.
the AC. So minus this. There we go. Jesus.
Roll again.
Oh, sorry.
Damn it. Very well. Okay. It's that guy's turn. Right, this guy that just got chucked up here, he's gonna look at you, Valkyrian, and he's gonna run
Just
at you.
make a wisdom saving throw before he goes.
Yeah. He's gonna run at you. And wisdom save. Does that?
I think I might get a reaction actually.
That's,
My spell save is 16, so.
That's 10 feet apart. You're 15 feet away from him. Ardak. Does he succeed the saving throw?
Yeah. He
Nice.
takes half damage though, so he takes 5.
5 damage.
Okay.
Am I right or am I wrong, Ardak?
No, he's because I've got Sentinel. I get the opportunity to attack even if he takes a disengage action before leaving my reach. So yeah, he was here and he was still in my reach there. And when he left, I get the attack then.
Yeah, but now.
Ooh. I think I've missed anyway.
Yeah, you missed. That's the first
Ow.
miss I've ever seen from your fucking glaive. Jesus. For the first time.
Why
Yes.
don't you? Kill giant strength is brilliant.
He's going to slash at you, Valkyrian. So 13, does that hit?
Nope.
19, does that hit?
Got it.
You take 5 damage. Chris, it's your go.
Okay. I'm just gonna kind of look at the guy that's just kind of ran out of my range. Kind of shrug and be like, "Fuck's sake!" And then hold out my hand, cast Sacred Flame. The guy that's in front of me, so he needs to make a Dex save.
Let me just do something. Add turn for the T-Rex. Because that was something we needed to do. Just right over here. Okay. Sacred Flame, Dex save. Very well. Nice.
Oh, you fucking bastard!
He takes 6 damage, right?
I think he takes no damage. Let me just check. Yeah.
No damage?
Takes no damage. So then I'm just gonna kind of like look at the T-Rex, look at Valkyrie, look at Jeremy and be like, "Are you going to do anything today?" Step back around his range, so he's back in. And yeah, that's my turn.
Very well. He's not gonna do anything. This guy's gonna attack you again. He's like, fuck you. Does a 21 hit?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, it does.
You take 5 damage. I should put more damage into these guys.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's not enough.
Just dancing around this motherfucker.
Taking damage.
Mm.
This guy right here, he is not gonna do anything. Chiphawk, you go. Everybody around
Okay.
you is dead. You have these guys in a shield formation.
Alright. Hold on. Hold on.
Chipok smash.
Catch the line.
Yeah, I think it'll have to be right. Well, that's only 20 foot. They're on the ground. They're not up there.
Yeah,
Is that
they're
right?
on the ground.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case. Oh. Hold on.
Go
They're
ahead.
about to have a very bad day.
I'm ahead right here.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Now the beast form didn't really that. I'd probably just go for a great sword rather than the beast thing. Because hit and miss. Great sword seems to be a bit more effective.
Alright.
I'll go for this fella right here.
Yeah, he's the more bloodied. Go for it. Roll.
Right. There we go. Great sword. 26 hit.
It hits, yeah. Roll damage. He's dead.
Okay, and his buddy right here. I shall
Let me...
fling this sword at him.
Yeah, you still hit him, yeah. They have half cover.
And
Just saying. Yeah, it hits, and he takes damage. You kind of like put your greatsword over his shield and just hack at his shoulder. Then you hit him. That's your turn, right?
yeah, that's my turn.
Very well. It's this guy's turn.
I will be 2 seconds, guys. I've just got to take the dog out.
Very well.
No worries.
Just don't turn your camera off. He comes over here. Still in shield formation, and he's gonna attack Chiphawk. But he's not here, so I'll just do it that for him. That does not hit him. Well, never mind. Ardak, it's your time.
Okay, so as that didn't quite go according to plan, and I just put both of our clerics in danger, I would like to leap up onto the ledge.
Go for it.
I'm assuming athletics.
No, you don't need it. You can climb it.
Okay. Fab. Okay. In that case, I will. The two of them, which is looking most blooded.
This guy over here.
Okay, I'll start off by stabbing him then. Oh, is that with advantage? One sec.
You better, cause you're failing. you wouldn't hit him.
Well, yeah. No, I don't get advantage on that. Okay, so second attack.
But are you not flanking? Jeremy.
Oh, I am flanking. Yeah, actually, so I've had advantage on both of those then.
You
So
already
should we say the
rolled
first
attack.
one misses?
Yeah, the first attack misses.
Okay, next one.
It hits.
28, and that's
Yeah, he's dead.
excellent. And then next attack on the guy the other side of Harris.
Ah.
Oh
You
my
fail.
lord! Wow, that was a bad round for Ardak. Okay. Bonus action, drop into Tunnel Fighter.
Very well. As you all are all fighting against these mercenaries, you hear a roar in the distance and some wings flapping. If anyone wants to roll a perception check.
Yeah, sure. 13.
Oh yeah. The party notices that the big red dragon is coming in this way, flying over here.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Now,
Bullshit.
I'll give you the, you know, these guys, as soon as they heard that, they're trying to run. They're looking everywhere. They look and they see the dragon. They're like, shit, we gotta go. And this guy, sorry, but this is out of turn order. He's gonna run over here. You have an opportunity attack on him. This guy is
Yeah.
gonna do the same thing. So, 18. That does not hit him.
Leave my food on my T-Rex, please.
They're running. Everybody's running right now. These
That's,
guys.
that one's in my mouth.
Oh, he's grappled. My bad. I forgot about that.
He's running minus an arm? I don't
He's
know.
gonna try to break free. Nope, he's still in your mouth. These guys, this guy near Eucharist, he's gonna run. He's gonna jump. Over
I
here.
stab him.
Go for it.
I get an opportunity attack as well.
Yeah, kill him. Both roll damage. Yeah, he's dead.
15. Yeah.
Oh, I
Wait,
wanted to kill
actually-
something.
Actually,
Sorry.
Chris, you wouldn't hit him anyways. 16. Let me see. He's still alive. He has 1 HP. And that's it. Everybody's.
Was it? Hang on a minute. Was it his turn though? Because he should have made a wisdom saving throw, and if he's got
This-
1 HP, my fucking mice and birds are gonna kill him.
Okay. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Since I'm going off turn, I'll give you that. Yeah, he's dead. He's being eaten by mice. And you just hear the dragon coming your way. It's the
Oh,
T-Rex's
no.
go. What do
How
you guys
far away is the dragon?
I'd say he is about 10 minutes away.
Okay.
Okay. Question, DM. He's in my mouth. What do I do? I want to like crunch, like Kit Kat crunch.
A bite attack.
Just the dice.
Yeah,
Just the dice.
With advantage because he's grappled.
exactly. Yeah, he's
So I'll
right.
make
Sorry.
so an attack with advantage.
Mhm.
Because I'm gonna multi-attack. Can I attack the other guy there?
You could try. But it has to be a tail. Actually, you can't.
No. The thing is, can I move to make the tail attack?
Yeah, if you kill this guy.
Yeah. So it's multi-attack. So the first bite is with advantage.
Oh.
So
So is he grappled or restrained when he's in your mouth?
grappled.
So you move it with him.
Grappled.
He moves with you, actually.
Yeah, so why doesn't I want to bite? That's not working.
Oh,
yeah, no.
Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Is he dead?
First one hits him. 30.
No, it's not. It's the first one that counts. Forget the second one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the first one still hits. And he's dead.
Okay, so I'll move to here
Mm-hmm.
with him in my mouth.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna make a tail attack on this one here.
go for it.
Let's see if it hits. 23. Why is it rolling? Okay, yeah, 21.
He's almost dead.
Okay, so
36.
I smile at Chipok, and that's my turn.
Never seen a
Very
T-Rex
bloody
smile.
teeth.
Oh yeah, he's grinning with
They're
something
very
in my
big.
mouth.
Right. This guy over here, he's gonna shoot at you again.
Here we go again.
Longbow. He fails, and he bolts. He just leaves. He's out of combat. It's you, Valkyrian. What do you want to do?
Guiding bolt. Not the one right next to Chipok, but the one right under him. I don't know how to show it. Yeah, that one.
Yeah. Go for it. What's the... Oh, okay. 19, it hits. Yeah, he takes 10 damage. Very nice. Is that your go, or do you want to move?
Yep. No, stay where I am.
This guy is also gonna bolt. He's gone. This guy is dead. Bye bye. Send assassin. What do you want to do?
Is just gonna stay still.
He's gonna stay still.
Hmm.
Karis, what is Karis doing?
Okay, she's heard the cry. She's gonna look at Ardak and look at everyone else, and she'll pull out her token of Loki and just hold it really tight and be like, please just make the dragon go away. And she's gonna ask for divine intervention. She's gonna be like, please just make it turn around and go somewhere else.
Alright, you're pulling your dude here.
Like, please, 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 don't let me die. Oh, it
There's
has,
about a 10% chance of this coming off.
yeah, I have to roll a 10 or lower.
Roll.
Please, 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 please. Oh,
You
I
see,
have nothing.
you see Loki next to you, laughing. You're gonna die. And
You're gonna die too.
I'm not. And he just disappears.
Oh,
Is that your go?
yeah. That's my action.
Very well. This guy, he is going to attack you, Chipok.
Oh, right, okay.
Oh, yep. He fails miserably, and it's your go.
Right. Right, him or I was going to say him or him, but I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
Okay,
They're dead.
right. See the rage thing. I meant to ask that before. What does it do? What does rage do when I put the rage on?
Gives you more damage.
Right. I've got no
And then
idea.
you get some advantage. You get some advantages if you get close to dying.
Ah, right. Okay. I would read it, but I just will forget. I'll say I would read it. I have read it. I've just forgotten. Right. Well, attack the topmost guy first. Then quick sword swing. Oh, I miss.
Yeah, you miss. Go again.
Fuck it. I'll just attack him again.
It hits. Roll damage.
Nice shot.
You kill
What is
him.
it? Yay!
How do you want to do this? How do you want to kill him?
Well, I'm trying to think of a way I haven't killed somebody yet so far.
He has killed so many people that he has to think about a way to
I
kill.
think I might have done this already, but I'm gonna go like hold the my great sword, my claymore, like a golf club, and up the way, up in between his legs.
Oh no, I think that's a new one.
Hit him right in the tatties, and see how.
The tacky.
Mashed potato!
He is potato now. Is that your turn?
Oh, and then they go 4, and then that's my turn. Yes.
Okay. This guy right here is gonna be like, nope, no, nope, and he's gonna run over here. You get an opportunity attack on him.
Oh, I
Yes.
do.
Yes, I do.
Oh, he does. He does. I was wondering.
No,
Yay!
Chipok, you do.
No, no,
I don't
me.
know if.
Yeah. I do.
I have 10 feet.
Yeah, he's got to reach your 10 feet, so he should do.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
All right. Who? What? Right. I'm so confused now. Who gets an opportunity attack?
Both of you.
You both do.
Both
Go
of
for-
us. Right.
go
What does that
first.
do?
Go first.
Just great sword again.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh
You miss.
no.
I'm gonna go for. I'll say a tail.
Come.
Do it.
Oh well.
I'm still chewing the other guy.
You miss.
Yeah.
Both of you miss, and he's bolting. Ardak, your go. You still hear the dragon flapping his wings, and you hear him roar.
I look around. Do I see anywhere that we might conceal ourselves, like a cave entrance? I mean, there is this bridge here, but it's not going to provide a great deal of cover.
That area is actually kind of dark. And I would... Well, you're looking at the map from up, so...
Yeah.
I'd say it's a good spot to hide, but you also have the trees. No cave entrance that you can see if you want to roll a perception check.
Yeah, sure. 1.
Nope, no cave
13.
entrance. The only thing you see is this bridge over here. Oh. Over here, and the trees.
I'm gonna yell to the others, "Take cover while I silence this guy," and I'm gonna take off running. Not quite gonna reach him. Yeah, I will use my action to get into combat with him, and just shout for the others to take cover.
Okay. The dragon is it's closing in. What do you want to do, Norkin?
Ouch.
I would like to ask Ardak, should I hide or not? But it's a little bit hard.
I'd say you
And
can
he-
talk between each other. There's only one guy alive, and he's running. You could shout at him. He could reply.
Dinosaur.
I'm a dinosaur.
Oh,
DM.
yeah. So no reply.
I mean, I know that Ra means I don't know how much use that's going to be.
How tall is a T-Rex?
Very tall.
You don't fit under the bridge, no. If that's what
I'll-
you're wondering.
I'm gonna jump here and I'm gonna flatten myself
With the T-Rex.
as a T-Rex.
Go
Can I
for
f-
it.
Can I do that?
You know what? I'll make you roll. I'll make you roll. Above 50 you get in. Below 50 you don't.
Below, I don't.
Yes. Being generous here. You fit. But
Ever seen a T-Rex hiding under a bridge?
there's a but.
Yes.
No one else can get under now.
That is also one thing, and your tail is sticking out.
I'm the color of the ground, so more or less.
Sure. But no one can stay under the bridge now.
Damn it! Had 1 hour of this. I'm gonna drop the form. First, I'm gonna spit the guy that I have in my mouth.
Yeah. Did you eat the other guy, by the way? Did you eat anyone?
I ate the first one.
Okay.
Mm.
the point where the DM tells you they had worms.
I've eaten worse.
So
How
you're
do you measure distance again?
You what? Sorry.
Measuring the distance of how far I can go.
You see the the ruler thing in the tools section left.
Top left corner.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Off button down.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh god.
You can use your action to dash.
Yeah. I'll dash. I'll go under. That's the wrong thing, isn't it? There we go. Dashing under here.
You can also do this. Grab a token and do this. You just. I'll explain it later, I guess.
Alright.
Yeah. You're under the bridge. Mr. Sand Assassin, what do you want to do?
He'll come into just stand in front of him and just shrug and just be like, if he could speak, it'd be like, where the fuck do you think you're going?
Okay.
He's gonna attack. Tonight wants to work.
First thing hits, second doesn't.
Okay, so he takes 24 points of damage.
How many?
24 because he doesn't have any allies with him.
Alright.
He's just gonna stand there.
Alright.
He's on death's row. That's what he's doing.
Chris, what are you doing?
And she's going to look what's going on, look at Jeremy and drop her scimitar and be like, for the love of God, get under the bridge. And then I'm gonna pull my longbow out. I'm gonna fire. Not bad.
You hit. Very well. He's almost dead. Look at that.
And then, yeah, I'm just gonna kind of jump down and make my way over there.
Alright.
To roll in athletics, but yeah. I'll tell my little spirit guardians to go away because they're just gonna give me away. I'll drop that spell.
Jeremy is dashing for it. He's under the bridge. Chipok.
Okay, right, who's still alive then? I'm kind of lost. Right, just this guy here.
He's almost
right,
dead.
Okay, well, I shall throw my javelin at him then. Just see if I can.
Go for
just
it.
for let target practice.
How far away are you from him?
30 feet. And
Okay.
I've got 30 foot. I've got 30 foot range. I think I missed anyway.
You don't hit him.
Yeah.
Do you
It was
wanna...
target practice. Oh, can I do it twice?
No. You can move now.
Alright. Hold on. Can I move and attack? Or have I wasted my attack? I don't know how
You
these-
wasted one of your attacks.
But I still have one more attack? Can I still
Yeah,
right,
you do.
Can I,
Um,
so I can still move and attack?
Yes.
yes,
Right.
but since I'm a
Okay.
good person,
Mm-hmm. I'm not.
there's a dragon coming in,
Mm-hmm.
and Ardak told you to hide.
Oh. Oh, did he?
Do with this information what you want.
Saying that, I don't know. I've got the magical special sword thing. Does that have anything to do with fighting the dragon or not?
Yes.
So
It
is that
does,
a
it's just
real...
whether we want to fight him when we're half
We
dead.
want to... Right, we want to fight him. Okay, I shall... I don't like it. I don't like hiding. But I'll do it.
So you will
I will
hide.
huff, and I will really loudly huff, and then hide, I guess.
Very well. It's this guy's turn. He's going to do his last stand, and he's gonna attack the Sand Assassin. Shit.
No.
No, and he's gonna run. He doesn't care.
Okay, I'll take my attack of opportunity then.
I just finished the guy. Hey, he's dead. I'm not even gonna roll for it.
Okay. In that case, I will use my movement to get under the bridge.
Okay. We're off. We're out of
Out of initiative.
yeah. If everybody wants to hide, do so.
Yes.
I mean, you could just stay out, you know.
Yeah.
You hear the dragon just come by and swoop around, and he he keeps circling the area. You see this, you hear this, like, this sniffing, and, like, some loud footsteps, just going over the bridge, and then going back again, and running, but the dragon's still flying. But you hear those. You hear, like, a sniffing, and he's, like, footsteps, loud footsteps. In fact, while something on top of you is walking, you hear, like, some little stones fall into your heads. It's someone big walking through the bridge, but he leaves. You stay there for some minutes, and the dragon's still there, just swooping. Sometimes he goes a bit far away, and then he comes back. He roars. You stay there for what it feels like hours, until he leaves, and he flies back to where he came from.
We get a look
Just
to
the
where
whole
he
time,
goes.
Say
the
what?
whole time that this is happening. Sorry, carry on.
No, just a question. Can we see where he heads out, the dragon?
Yes, to the same tower that you saw before.
Okay.
In fact, now you can see it's a huge tower. It's really big, and you're pretty close to it, but you don't see a clear path to it. You only see jagged cliffs and mountains which you cannot go through. But you see the tower. But you still have this path that might lead somewhere.
Okay. What are you saying, Shipak?
Alright, guys.
No, nothing. All I was saying is that the whole time the dragon is there, that I'm going to be holding me back, holding me back, holding me back.
Alec just puts a hand over Chipok's mouth and just says, "Shut it, and I'll let you eat something."
Eat someone, maybe.
Preferably somebody who's already dead.
All right. Sorry, guys.
Alright.
I'm a wee bit impulsive sometimes.
I'll let you guys know right now. Do a little bit of RP, because I need to go to the bathroom. You do that. Make a plan, you know. Maybe I don't need to hear the plan. Be surprised. But yeah, I'll BRB. You do your thing.
So,
Shite. I
Hardak,
think we've got this. Yeah.
what do we do?
We need to have a think about what we're gonna do. Did anybody get a look at that guy who was on the bridge?
No.
I don't think
That
so.
was nothing.
Wait,
You said hide, we hid.
Didn't
We did,
realize.
and we're in one piece. We get to fight another day. We should probably loot these guys, see if they've got anything useful, and push on up the track.
And any flesh to eat, obviously.
Boss, I don't think they had anything of worth searching because you saw them. They're all dead. Didn't
I
put
don't
up
think
much of a fight.
Well, none of them going to have any weapons to use. Kind of do.
Arrows, how are you doing for arrows? Is it worth stocking up on a few more arrows?
Yes, it is probably wise that I do that.
I
I mean,
A few of
those
them look
guys,
like they have.
they smell quite weird. I'm not happy.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I was going to suggest we take their furs. At least that way we'll be a bit warmer tonight.
You can do as you wish. I refuse to touch them.
I mean, you're used to sleeping in the same room as Chipok, and we all know what he smells like.
Yes, but it's I don't do that by choice sometimes.
It's a rich smell, I would say. Rich. Full of interesting, spicy aromas.
Spicy is one word that you could use.
Yeah, Chipok, I've saw the horses go down, so.
Spicy? What's spicy?
Oh, I'm going to kill you.
What?
my
Where's the-
aroma.
Where's the cart, Jeremy?
The cart's where I left it. Right there. And he points over here.
You know it's money there.
Oh yeah. But I also know if I was there dragging the car instead of running towards here, you'd be dead.
You would be dead? Probably.
Me,
Sure.
yes. But, you know. I don't know if you guys really can fight something that's flying, you know? You're just saying.
I don't think you can fight at all, so shut your face.
Whatever, lady.
No. I would
You
say
make
we
it sound like you
definitely
can fight it yourself.
Huh?
You make it sound like you can fight itself. Go on.
No, I didn't say that. I just said you guys would die.
He's got a point here. We should definitely go for the wings first.
Chipok, did you say you were hungry? I think you would prefer fresh meat, right?
Yeah, I like my meat to be fresh, not rotten.
I think
think that's
Jeremy is
little-
looking more and more like a steak than anything else these days.
Yeah, but he smells worse than me. I mean, that's pretty bad.
That might be something to do with him soiling himself back at the port.
This is
point.
also true.
Jeremy's just shaking his head and just looking at the ground. Jesus. You're gonna be up for a
It
surprise.
happened. Don't deny it.
Whatever you want to
Um,
believe, boss. Look,
DM, I rolled a 19 looking for arrows. Did I find any?
yeah,
Just out of...
you
yeah,
found
okay.
all your arrows. Chipok, if you also want to grab your your last javelin, I'd suggest.
Oh,
you do
yes.
so.
Can I go around and loot a few hand axes from these guys?
Roll me. Let me see how many are there. Roll me an investigation, and then roll me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, nat 20. I find them all.
You find them all, and now roll me a d4.
D4.
Right.
4.
You find 2 axes, just in Chipok's back, just sticked in there. You find another one in yeah, it's actually on top of the bridge, and actually 2 of them are on top of the bridge. That those were launched at the T-Rex. So yeah, you get 4 of those hand axes, and I'll tell you the damage real quick. It's d6 plus 2 damage.
6 plus 2. Think.
And the range, it's the same as a javelin.
It's at 40 feet.
30 slash
30,
60.
yeah, sorry.
When you say D6 plus 2, is that because that's their strength?
No,
Oh,
it's just
yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's just the axe.
I would add my dex on top of that, with it being a thrown weapon, I think.
I mean, you could use strength too. It's whatever you're most proficient with, isn't it?
No, so thrown is strength, and ranged weapons like crossbows and bows, they are dex.
You could use it like not as a ranged weapon. It's like a javelin, so it still uses the strength mod. But you could take the dex one if you want.
No. So if it's thrown, then it always goes on strength. If it's and it's being thrown, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna test that quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks like it's working.
Very nice.
Yep.
Very well. So, what did you guys plan? What's the move here, guys?
Loot the bodies. Consider taking the furs if they're not too smelly, and then head up the track very quietly, I think.
Yeah. Okay. You take up the furs. They're like a bit destroyed because you did fight them. So if you wanted to sell them, the value wasn't that good. I'm assuming you're looting the berserkers, the ones with no armor, with the furs on
All of
top
them.
of. Yeah. You get 5 furs. Not the best quality you've seen. In fact, some of them still smell like rotten meat. But yeah. Some bits of flesh. Norken,
Yes.
I would love for you to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Uh-oh.
Eating people.
Oh boy.
This is a human we're talking about. You have the feeling that you're gonna throw up.
Hmm.
I'm glad he's not the T-Rex size anymore.
Interesting. So what the heck am I doing? I'm throwing up. I'm throwing up. I'm throwing up. I'm gonna throw up.
Go for it.
Please
I'll-
don't do it near me.
I'm gonna go behind these barks here, and I'm gonna barf. Put my fingers inside my throat and
Ah.
throw up.
Classy. Classy.
You have a hard time throwing up, but when you throw up, like this, like bone comes out of your mouth.
No.
Oh. Here's a question: Does it shrink with him when he shrinks?
No, but you know, he was
Imagine.
he was in the belly of the T-Rex for a long time, and I'll say, since it's a carnivore, you know, it gets done fast. And yeah.
Ardak's just gonna walk over to him and just kind of like him on the back, just being a bit of a dad.
Yeah.
I'm just
no-
saying,
no-
that reminds me of last time we were out at the pub. Oh, what a time
Yeah.
that was.
Norken is
Spitting out
like,
bones that time as well.
There we go, big guy. Get it all up. Get it all up.
God.
Because at least last time you were spitting out teeth. Bones is a little bit better.
Jesus.
Orkan, do you need any healing? Because
Do I
could help you. If you're feeling sick, I can help you.
need any healing, DM?
You're feeling
Well,
sick. You didn't take any damage, but
I mean,
I'll-
I can do something if you wish, or I can leave it.
Well, it would help if you do something.
Oh, and I'll just stay over here, and I'll just cast something at you. Just stay over there. I suppose I'll just do like a prayer of healing because I don't actually have to touch him then, and just hope that it kind of heals him. I just feel like, yeah, take it.
go for it.
Do you want me to roll a medicine check to see if I can help cure him, or just
Yeah, go for it.
go? Does
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
make
yeah.
him stop feeling sick?
He is still sick, but he doesn't have the feeling to throw up again. He's holding up.
Thanks,
Here.
Chorus.
Just chew on this piece of wood. It'll make you feel better.
Alvin's gonna chew a piece of wood.
Roll no, I'm playing.
Oh, what?
No, that would be too cruel. And it doesn't make sense. Unless it has worms. No, I'm just, yeah, so with that being done, what do you want to do now? Head up the track?
Yeah.
Very well.
Is there any other paths ahead of us, or is it just the one like directly ahead of us?
It's just that one.
Just that one.
Are we heading to where the white tips were, or like the guys said, the other guys?
Yeah.
The mercenaries?
They were protecting that entrance, so you assume it's that way.
So... Do you
Very
go,
well.
boss?
Let's go.
Right.
I pile the furs onto the cart, just kind of over the top of the heads that we've recovered already, just in case we get the dragon flying past again, and start making my way.
Right. After passing through those ruffians, you follow the dirt road. You go up for like some hours. Do you want to take a short rest while you're at it? A quick break to eat?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Get that back, get that back.
We're taking a short rest.
Yeah.
So I have Song of the Rest. So if someone heals, you get plus 1d10 extra
Okay.
hits.
I will take a couple of.
Yeah, I'll do prayer of healing.
I was gonna say,
Three
do you want me to do mass word healing? Get everyone up a little bit.
How bad are we doing? 17.
I'm just over half.
Same.
Value.
Valprint got turned into a pin cushion.
Oh, okay. So after all that here, guys, doing not too bad. I'm on about 107, 125. Four hit dice, guys.
So 12 plus 6 is 18. So everyone gets 18, and then if Para wants to do anything.
Plus my 6 to everyone.
Yeah, so
to
12
heal.
plus your 6, which is
Okay.
18.
Okay.
Oh, mass healing word. I'll go 5 more heals.
Yay!
Who's in the worst shape? Guys?
Where's the question, but where can I see how much my normal health is to be on the character sheet? I can't.
Yeah, it says maximum hit points. Your maximum hit points are 137. As
Right.
of now, you have 112. You can roll some hit die if you want.
How did I do that?
You see, like, under your health, there's temporary hit points, and then there's hit die. You know, hit dice.
Temporary hit points, right? Okay, then it says type D.
D12.
12.
You just roll that.
Yeah,
Yeah, you just click there.
I just click
You can
that.
click it as many times as you want during a short rest, like kind of up to the total. And then once you're out, you don't get any hit dice back until you take a long rest.
Right, okay.
So you heal 9.
Yeah.
You heal 9 points.
I understand that completely.
Yeah.
So I just click it a couple of more times, or what? I'm kinda
Until
confused.
if you want to heal back.
Oh,
to,
right. I can roll it up to 11 times. Is that what that means? Max
Max,
times
yeah,
available.
exactly.
Is that right?
Right now you only have 10 because
Right.
you rolled once.
Right. Okay. So
Or your luck.
this is fucking maths again. What have I told you guys?
Yeah.
I can't do maths.
I'm back up to full. Like I took a lot of damage in that, but between
Right. Hold on. Right.
second wind and the healing that you guys have done, I'm like back up to full.
That's
Okay. I'm
That's
also
21,
full. So...
right? Hold on.
And Chris, you're full.
I am fine now, thank you.
And
I'm also
Valkyrie.
going to go up to the Sand Assassin and look at it and be like, do you know how to heal yourself? I see that you're not
Right.
looking great.
He looks.
I'm up to full. Hey.
Very nice. He looks at you. No reply.
Okay, I see how this is going to go. I cannot cast my tongues today, but you can feel free to go if you wish.
He looks at the stone you have around your neck, and he just looks at it.
If you like it, I can remove it if you wish.
You could try. Go for it. He doesn't reply.
Take the necklace off.
Yeah.
I hand it to him.
He just stays there, looking at it.
I throw it at him. Please take it. You will die. I can see you don't look good.
He looks at it, and he's just like looking at it, grabbing it with his hand, like his sand hand, and you just see it like go through his hand and fall into the ground.
Can I break the stone?
Go for it. Roll me some attack damage. Something. How do you want to break it?
Like use the pommel of my scimitar to like smash it. Wants to roll.
You hit it.
Ah.
Roll damage. It cracked. He is looking at it, and he's looking at you, and his hand turned into a claw.
Do you wish me to carry on, or do you want to keep the stone intact? Yes, nod if you want me to carry on.
He nods as a no. He's like no. He shakes his head.
Do you know how to heal yourself? Nod or shake your head.
He nods.
Can you show me?
He looks around him, and he just shakes his hand. Shakes his head. Jesus.
Is there a way I can speak to you? Do you know of it?
He looks at you. He looks at the stone. He points at the stone, and then he does like a cut his throat motion to himself.
Okay. So you're saying if the stone is broken, you die.
He nods.
Good job you load roll of that damage dice.
Okay, okay. I'm going to cast healing at the stone.
Go for it.
Yeah, I'll just do another. Let's have a look what I got. I'm just gonna cure wounds it and just see if that works because I don't want to put a high level spell in this. Let's see if it doesn't work.
You see the magic get into the stone. It fills the stone up, but it doesn't heal the stone.
Please survive today, and I will speak to you tomorrow, if that is okay with you.
What did you say? Sorry.
Said, please survive today, so I can speak to you tomorrow.
Okay.
Can Arcan inspect the stone?
Go for it.
Ardak, rather. So, with me being kind of mountain-born Goliath and having a stone rune myself, do I see anything kind of on the surface that might look like runes?
No, but you see some weird typing on the back of the stone.
Do I recognize the script at all?
Question: have you ever went to any like sand place, like any culture that lived in a desert?
I mean, the Red Silks are fairly widely travelled.
Yeah,
So potentially.
potentially. Okay. Roll me a
Yeah.
history check. No.
Fighter should not be trusted with anything to do with intelligence.
You think you've
Um,
you think you've seen it somewhere, but you don't know where it's from.
Okay. Can I attempt to use my tinker tools to repair the stone?
You can try.
Oh god. What attribute do you want me to use?
What do you mean by that?
Like strength, dex, con, intelligence, wisdom, charisma.
Intelligence.
Oh god. I'm really, really sorry in advance. Please don't break it. 18.
You're trying to tinker something that's just a stone. So you try to put it
I don't have
together.
any adhesive material that I could kind of maybe seal it back up with.
I could say you have some sap, 3 sap.
Okay. Maybe just let the resin harden in place and see if it stops it breaking open accidentally.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So when you put the resin there and you hold it together, you see that the sand assassin, he kind of like looks more humanoid, his face, and his arms kind of turn a bit brownish, and he doesn't look like sand, he looks like more like dirt, but it's still a thin dirt.
Boss, what are you doing? You are making him strange.
I don't know, I'm just trying to help him.
I mean, when we rest, I can learn how to do the tongues again, and I can speak to him tomorrow.
Let's try that.
Can you, I turn to the sand assassin, can you understand me in this language?
He nods.
Perfect. That's all I need to know. Just try not to die. Like I said, you look really, really bad. If you see the big dragon thing, just disappear. Is that okay?
He shrugs.
You are going to die.
He tries to pick up the stone, but it keeps falling through his hand, but he just juggles it, and he points at you.
That's fine. I'll put it back on. And I put it back around my neck.
Right. But he
Is
points.
this what you want?
He nods, but he points at the stone, and he keeps touching it. And he points at the tower, and points at your hand.
Is that the place to heal the stone to heal you?
He shakes his head.
Oh, this is a really bad game of charades. I'm sorry, common is not my first language. I don't know this.
He shrugs.
Norkan, you're a magic person. Please, tell me what to do.
Can I ask him, can you write in the sand? And like I'll motion writing
This guy says.
on the sand with my finger. I'll write hello in the sand on the ground in front of me. And I'll say to him, well, can you do this?
You just poked all these cousins.
He looks at you. He looks at you, Ardak, and he's like, just staring at you. And then he squats down, and he, with his finger, he writes in broken common, something between the lines, "Control you."
Control me.
He nods his head. No, he shakes his head. Sorry. Pesty
I-
fly.
And you want me to control you.
He nods.
So you need to use the stone to control the sand guy.
I thought that was already obvious, but apparently not.
I don't know. Do we need to go to the tower? He's pointing at the tower.
He shakes his
So-
head.
You don't want us to go to the tower.
He shakes his head.
Want us to
Oh.
go to the shower.
He
This
draws a question mark, and he writes shower.
Okay.
I need a shower.
Okay. I don't think this is going anywhere. He's
No,
always this.
We will
lost.
speak tomorrow. Just like I said, please try not to die. That's all I ask. I walk away.
He points at the "Control you."
But who is the controlled? I do not understand.
He points at you.
Control him.
Who? So I will be controlled.
No,
he
I
no-
control you.
No, you.
Oh, you say I can. Oh, that makes sense.
I said I still lost. I don't know what's going on.
He
He's
shakes
saying
his
that you
head.
control him, I believe.
He nods and points at Ardak.
If you read it and say it out loud, I control you.
Oh. I control you.
He nods.
Okay.
Okay.
Great. Okay. What the hell? That was so confusing. Again, my common is not my first language.
Excuse me, guys.
Yes.
Can I just point out that me, the stupidest one of the lot of us, figured out how to communicate with them.
I will slap you. Please do not
Smug,
push it.
smug face,
No,
smug
please.
face.
How about the slap with the claws? I don't know how you feel.
So when you pull your claws out, I'll go. I've got a wee itch right there. That would be
Again,
perfect.
we itch yourself. I refuse. Andy, let's go. Let's go.
I mean, in the nicest way possible, Chipok, you do look a bit like a scratching post.
Do not appreciate having the peace taken out of me, as you commoners say.
Commoners, look at you on your high horse now.
Yes. Yes. My language is not called common.
He looks at Ardak and he like nods.
I thought we were friends, but clearly we are not.
He shrugs.
Oh, we are. I'm just teasing you.
I was talking to
That's how it
somebody.
works, right?
We will see.
We take the piss out of you because we like you.
Mm. I'm beginning
way.
to regret leaving my forest every day.
Yeah. You're just saying that you love the bunch of us.
Right, so what do we do now?
Going.
Do we see anything on the track, DM?
You can roll survival or nature if you want to look for something in the track. Anyone, in fact.
Got an advantage on survival.
20.
Right.
Alright, everybody knows. That's the deal.
Nice.
Valkyrian, you see some footsteps. You see some cow steps, probably from a minotaur. And you also see a dog's paw footprint. going to the thingy, the path. Do you
Well, I
want,
think I can confirm that they came this way.
I think that's a fair assessment. Do you have any idea how far ahead of us they are? Like how many hours it's been since they walked this way?
a couple of hours? I'd say for 2 hours. Then again, you don't have any context of when they went, or like how do I say this? Never mind. Just gonna say something.
Francisco, there's a couple of things covering mine and Becky's camps on OBS, I think.
Oh.
Oh, yours is back, but
There you go. My mistake. Anyways,
No.
moving on. Mistakes happen. All right.
me too.
So you want to go up the path, right?
Yeah.
Very well.
Yeah.
We're
So-
going quietly. We're gonna try and sneak.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm really well known for being quiet.
I think I might have something for this.
Oh,
I don't think I'm gonna be rather quiet either.
Oh,
Oh, no, just sleight of hand.
Is it socks? Have you got socks? It would help.
Jesus.
so I'm playing some music while we're walking. Valkyrian is
She's a mother. She's used to like stomping after her kids.
she's making making percussion and
Disadvantage.
oh god,
6.
Jesus.
So
Shows
Harris
me.
is being nice and quiet. The rest of us are just stumpy.
All right. So you follow the road, and the road enters into the mountain range, and you are now on a road on the side of a cliff, instead of just being the road and then cliffs on your on your sides. It's just you're on a cliff, and on your side to your right there's this stream of water. It's really like it's a cliff and there's water down the cliff, and you keep walking, and you end up at what do you call it? You end up at you end up at a dead end. That's the word. And you see on the other side, on the other side of the mountain, to your right, you see an entrance into the mountain. In front of you, the path continues a bit, and you see a waterfall going down the cliff down, and you see some kobolds. One is on top of the cliff, on the waterfall, like on on a scaffolding, and there's two at the entrance, and they're like talking to each other. And down the road, you see this dog just like kind of trying to be stealthy, like laying down, and then he's looking at the kobolds, and then he looks back because he hears you, and then he just crawls to you guys, and like he's like whimpering, and he's like scratching his claw on the dirt. He's like,
I'll let you take this one then, Karis.
You're way too good at those cat noises. Just saying.
I refuse to be anywhere near this thing. Take it away.
I say, hey, here, boy. I take a piece of.
What if it's a girl?
the
What
kind of
if
beef
it's a girl?
jerky. I'm going to presume it's gender until I know more about it. Sorry.
Oh,
I'm going to take a piece of like beef jerky from my ration pack and hold it out and kind of attempt to get him to come up to us.
Yeah,
22.
he moves up to you and he's like, he takes the piece of beef jerky, and he's like just looking at you, wiggling his tail.
Yeah.
You notice that
Oh,
the dog has some armor, and in the armor there's a symbol that you recognize from the white tips.
Ah.
I'm
I
just
say we
going
kill
to
it.
And who do we,
pet him and say, where's your owners, boy? Where are they?
He looks at the entrance and he whimpers. He's like,
Oh.
Boss, this is
and
an
I'm
enemy.
Done well.
going to say to him, I'm really sorry I have to do this, but she's not going to let me hear the end of it. And I just reach around, grab his hind leg, and just lift up and have a quick look. Is it a boy or a girl dog?
it's a boy dog.
Yeah.
It's a boy dog. Okay.
I
I
feel like-
apologize for assuming your gender.
No,
Papa.
I'm
That was
going
my
to pull my
mistake.
a bow and arrow out and hold it, like just aim it at the dog and be like,
Boss, that is an enemy.
The
You
sand
just touched enemy genitals.
assassin.
I picked his leg! What are you doing?
When you say he's an enemy, his hands turn into claws and he's looking at the dog ready to attack.
Good boy. Just wait for my signal.
He nods.
Harris, a dog is a dog. They don't pick
Exactly.
who they're loyal to.
Dog is a dog and it is disgusting. You must get rid of it.
What do you say, boy? Do you want to stay with me?
Is he? Are you still like grabbing him by his leg?
I put the leg down now.
You put him down.
I put the leg. I checked and then put it down.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay.
Oh, maybe it was
Yeah. So he like kind of like moves into you and he's like rubbing his head against your leg.
Yeah, you can stay with me, boy. Good boy. Who's a good boy? You're a good boy. I checked.
You now have fleas, just so you're aware. You can keep your flea bag away from me.
I've got fleas.
boss,
Orcam's got worms. Chipok's got God knows what, and you've got a Sandman. I think we'll be fine.
give it to Jeremy, boss. You know,
Dog?
give it- The
That's
dog, yeah.
great.
Put him in the
You can
car.
kill
Dog's probably going to be more use than Jeremy is. I'll keep him with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
What do you say, boy? Do you know the word quiet?
He like. Ruff.
Okay, so I think you could probably do a better job at stealth than the rest of us put together based on what I've seen in the last 5 minutes.
Definitely better than me.
Can we see the
You can
entrance?
always use him as bait. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
I'm all for using him as bait. That sounds like a great idea.
That's 2 good ideas I've come up with in the last 5 minutes.
We could use Jeremy and the dog as bait. That's an even better idea.
We could use you as bait, to be honest, Karis.
But I'm
We
so
don't,
stealthy
because we like
that.
you.
Yes, but they wouldn't be able to catch me, so it's fine.
You guys can put yourselves in your position.
Okay.
Okay,
Where-
I will head towards the front.
what
as
kind of-
usual. Oh, Orcam's got right the way up.
Yeah, sorry.
I shall just go in the bush away from the dog.
Right, I don't really do stealth, so I'm ready.
Are we
Ready to-
hidden behind the rock on the side?
Yeah, you're a bit concealed.
I just kind of gesture to the others, just shh, and then point at the kobolds on the bridge.
Okay.
Are they right next to the waterfall, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, I just want to check something. That is okay. I have an idea.
I like what you're
Ooh,
thinking,
ideas
because
like
I can also do that.
Great minds
Okay.
think alike.
Great minds think alike.
Yeah, I mean, I think I can reach pretty much. Maybe not that guy. I think I can reach either of the two that are closest to us, but not the guy who's further back.
If we're thinking the same thing, who wants to do the honors?
I actually don't have that spell prepared today, so I'll watch you do it, and then tomorrow I'll do it.
I would like to do control water.
Yeah.
There we go. And wash them away.
Wash all of them. Okay.
So clever.
Let me just see the.
That-
Holy shit, that's a text wall.
Nice work.
Flood.
That's yeah, right. This is why I will never be good at this game. That's so much.
Yeah, go for it.
I need to know so much.
So you do that, right?
Yep.
Right. You just see this massive wave coming from here and just swooping this guy. Ah! And this guy is also he's also caught by the wave and he's like ah, and this guy's just like what the fuck? But of course you don't understand. You just hear like that's the Cobalt language now. Because it doesn't hurt my fucking throat. These guys are not.
DM,
Yeah.
we use the cover of the wall of water to kind of dash up towards the bridge.
I'd say yes.
Sweet.
All of it then?
Run for the bridge and then wait for the water to clear.
Right. I don't know how far I can run. 30, I think.
You can run 80 feet.
Oh no, 40.
if you
I can run.
You
No,
can
if I
walk
dash,
40,
right.
or you can dash. Get to
Right.
80. That's your action, so you don't get to attack if you do that.
Right, okay. In that case, I'll just... Oh well. Oh, I don't. Boss, what do you think? Walk or dash?
I mean, to get to there, you can probably just walk it. Yeah, you can walk.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. I'll go.
There, you're fine.
Right.
Wait! I'm going
I
to
will go there.
cast... going to cast my channel divinity. I'm gonna cast Path to the Grave on that guy. So basically, if anyone attacks him, the next successful attack is double damage.
Okay.
Oh,
Overpowered.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't used these in a while, so let's use my channel divinities.
This guy,
Yeah.
he just looked at you guys, approach him, he's like, "Ah!" And he's gonna use his sling against someone. I'd say Norkin, because he's the first one he sees. He fails to hit Norkin and he's gonna run away.
Can I
Yeah,
Can I do anything to him? Can I spell something?
he's already in the tunnel, but you could still try to hit.
Yeah. Okay, so. Oh god, he's already too far for some stuff. God damn it. Let's see if this kills him or not.
You wish.
Why didn't I didn't? It should have rolled damage.
Okay. Let me see. Wisdom. You're gonna die, buddy.
Oh.
Almost. Yeah, he's dead. You just see him running and like his head just like twitches a bit and he just falls into the ground. Onto the ground.
Oh, that was a close one, boss.
Nice
I
one.
don't know if we're out of the woods yet. There might be a few more of those guys around. I can't remember the last time where I saw kobolds and there were just 3.
Maybe
Yeah.
we got luck.
Perhaps.
yeah. Because we're well known for getting lots of luck.
I mean, we're on an island, far from home, trying to kill a dragon. I would say our luck leaves something to be desired sometimes.
Yeah, good point.
Oh, and if we fail, the entire world dies.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
That is just a side.
Hey, at least the other two are taking a swim.
Yeah, and the kobolds of those two, have they gone? Are they like no longer there, or are they actually sat swimming around?
They're this is a strong stream, so they're just going with it. They're just leaving.
They're in the sea.
I was willing to just like pop a cantrip and see if I could just like knock them out and drown them, but okay, bye.
Jeremy is gonna look at the boss.
They're
Boss, what do I do? Do I just stay here?
What do you think, guys? Should we park the cart in the trees and bring Jeremy with us?
I say he can sit with the sand, and they can stay outside.
Yeah, that's cool.
Sandy will die because I can't hear him. Jeremy will die because he's an asshole, as you commoners say. And I think it would be safer if they stay outside. We're already taking a dog. We don't need to take another.
Well, Jeremy, consider this. You've been promoted to guard duty. Now that you know which end of a stick is sharp enough. So if you take the cart, park it under the trees, and we'll come and collect it after we've been to the party.
Okay.
I tell you this, Jeremy. If we need you, I will cast sending.
Blah blah
and
blah 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 blah.
somebody give me something to do.
He sits
Can
under
I
the
just
tree.
find a stone on the ground
You
at my
can.
feet?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I chuck it at Jeremy?
Try disadvantage.
Aww.
I'll give an inspiration.
Strength check.
Double disadvantage. No.
Add the
Ooh.
add a D10 to it.
Oh yeah, nice. Roll 10.
Nice.
Oh, it was so close to being an 8. No, 10.
Yeah, you fail him completely. And he's
Okay, he
like,
dodged.
just doing what you said, boss.
Sandy,
Do it
if
without the
he gives you
sass, thank you.
if he gives you any trouble, Sandy, feel free to drown him in sand. You have permission.
The guy, the sand assassin, just looks at you and he nods.
Perfect. Back it on.
That was really close to the mic. Jesus. Alright. So,
That was cool.
I just realised that wasn't actually Karis that time.
Making an appearance.
That was really realistic.
Well, I try. Come on.
That's brilliant.
You want to say hi? There you go. She's saying
Oh,
hi.
bless.
If she just keeps doing it, I'll just copy her.
Aw,
It's a very talkative cat.
okay.
that was super cute.
Very
And
well.
moving on, sorry.
The cat thinks she's lip syncing.
Come on. Do I say hi? Go on then. No, you're just going to poo.
Are you,
Oh my god.
No.
are you
Yes,
going
as well.
first, Chris?
Yes, Norkan, what?
Are you going in first?
I suppose I can.
Well, we make a lot of noise, so
This is true. Just shh. No T-Rexes.
okay. Won't promise.
Off I go. Wish me luck.
Good luck.
You're stealthy. You're gonna move right there. Okay. Roll me a Dex DC 14.
Why is this so slow?
Um,
Oh.
roll me a d8 plus 2d4.
Oh, D8.
You take 6
D8.
piercing damage and 4 poison damage. And you hear like a kobold laughing. And as you walk, you see this thing.
Oh, heck.
Okay, I'm just gonna step back away from the door and be like,
You're gonna take the same damage. You just went through the trap again. Roll again.
Oh god.
God's sake. And be like, boss, there's something. Ah!
Roll dexterity again. You still have to roll dexterity. To
Okay,
see.
no, that's fine. It's coming. It's just being really slow.
Yeah, you succeed. You take half that damage.
So what exactly does the trap look like, DM?
It's like It's like holes, and there's just spikes protruding out of it. Like
And how much of the area would you say it covers in that hallway?
the whole hallway, like the whole the corridor, tunnel, whatever you want to call it.
Corridor,
Right.
what?
So you mean like kind of from here, right the way through?
No, you saw the spikes in this over here.
Okay, can I charge through and long jump?
Go for it.
Okay, so 30 feet would get me to about there. Let me just double check the long jump rules.
I will just crouch down as low as I can get to the floor.
We can see the holes on the
Okay,
wall.
so-
Yes.
Is it top to bottom, the holes?
No, it's it's bottom to top.
Coming up like that.
Okay, so long jump, cover a number of feet up to my strength score. My strength score is 21, so I can jump 31. I can run 10 feet and then jump 21.
Mhm.
So yeah, that would get me to here. And then
Roll me a dexterity.
bonus action. I jumped over it. What?
But they heard you. Yeah, you're fine.
Okay, fine. I need to take.
No,
this
I just
back
wanted
to
to
the
see you. It's not even for damage. It's to see if like you would be fast enough to jump over the spikes coming. Because if you're on ground, yeah.
Okay. So bonus action, Giant's Might.
Go for it.
Now that I'm in the room. And then because I've got a reach of 10 feet, I can hit these two guys in front of me. So Giant's Might. 28, 21, and 22.
Which guys are you hitting? This guy?
I think just the guys. Yeah, this guy first. Oh wait, what's that guy there? If he looks scary, I'm gonna hit him first.
Roll damage.
Roll 3.
Yeah, but just tell me which ones are you attacking. First attack.
So this guy, first attack, 22 damage to this top guy,
Okay. Very well.
and then 15 damage to that guy.
Okay.
And then another 15 damage to that guy.
To which one?
To the top guy, assuming he hasn't gone down from either of the first two.
No, he didn't. So wait. 15 for this guy. Okay, and another hit for the other, right?
Yeah. Or so all to the top guy. So it's 52 damage total.
Yeah, he's dead.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. Then, as I'm there, that's fine. That's me.
Alright. I'll say this. You entered the room and you attacked them. So now they all have one turn before they roll initiative. Because you're alone and you attack two guys. And the whole room is alert.
Right. Okay.
I'll say to not be overpowered because there's a lot of like guys over here and you could take a lot of damage.
Yeah.
I'll say these two guys at the front. The other ones are just
Okay.
what's happening? And you guys can all roll initiative. The guys in the background. But this guy is gonna attack. He is going to.
Always
Initiative.
I think that hits you.
Ah, it does.
He moves in closer to hit you. And this guy's gonna do the same. Yeah. So you take all that damage.
First one hits, second one misses. So 5 damage.
Singing a nightmare before.
You just stumble upon like these guys just in a room. Hi there. Hi there, mister. Is it already? No, it's not. Shit, sorry. Nope. Wrong thing. There we go. It's your go, Chris.
Oh, I don't know. Right, my fucking page is being shitty. If I move, they're gonna get me, aren't they? Or can I move quick enough? Now that I've passed the trap twice, can I see how to disarm the trap so no one else hurts it?
You could put something over it.
Is there
Jeremy!
Can I make a perception? Yeah.
Jeremy!
Is there a perception? Can I make a perception to see if there's anything around that I could just chuck on top of it?
You could try to climb the wall.
Sure. Okay, I'll climb the wall. I'll look back at Norkan and I'll be like, "There is a trap. Just be careful." And then I'll climb the wall. What do you want me to roll? Acrobatics.
Yeah.
Come on, computer.
Yeah, you're fine. You're on the wall.
On the wall. I'll scurry, and then I'll be behind. Adak. You're gonna have to bear with me. Something's going on with my character sheet. It's just around the place. There. Suppose I will cast at this guy. Sacred Flame. We'll go for that. See what happens. He needs to make a dex save.
He fails.
He fails. He takes 19 points of radiant damage. This guy. I'll jump down off the wall. Just kind of support Ardak from behind,
Okay.
and that'll be me.
Very well. Norkan, what do you want to do?
Question. Can I see this area here? Roughly that area.
You can only see the tunnel like in front of you. You can't really see the sides.
So I only can see straight.
I'd say you can see this. Like something like this.
Fair. I'm gonna do this.
Thunder
Didn't show
stab.
up.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna move here.
Okay. Now you see the whole room.
Yep. That's my turn.
Very well. This is a pit, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you see this whole room with like some barrels, some hay, some scaffolding, and you can, if you look down at the pit, you see some lights. You also see some dead bodies, and you see a bunch of kobolds and wormlings inside. That's what you see. And the whole like tunnel system and entrance looks dwarvish.
Okay. Um, I move here. Yeah. Oh, that's it. Can't do anything else.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Alright, let me just combat music. Right. This guy right here, he is going to sling at you. Does that hit you? Nope. He fails. This guy over here, he's gonna do the same thing. They're all trying to sling at you.
They
Oh,
have
that
this
hit.
advantage.
Okay. Good. The crits, what the fuck?
That hits.
Can I do this? I think it's this one.
So I think
Yeah.
I've got my reaction that I can do as well.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah,
You
I'm
and
gonna
you,
use my
your
reaction.
reactions. Carrying an object.
It's the in addition part.
Yeah.
I'll just redirect it from Norcan to this top bubble.
Okay. This guy's dead.
Sweet! That went better than I thought it would.
It's just hit like his stone is going directly at Norkan, and it's all like about to hit his eye, and it just magically just just moves trajectory and just hits this guy in the head.
Oh, I love this
And-
build.
And then you just hear this guy, ah! And it's the copper wormling, and he is going to fly. And he's going to use his acid breath. Over here. On Ardak. Roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Actually, wait. It's a 20-foot cone, so it's like this, right?
20-foot line. 20-foot line.
Line? Ah,
20-foot line.
Yeah.
okay. I was about to say. Alright. 14, you pass, so you take half the damage. 9 points. I'm not gonna roll for
Okay.
that. Well, actually, you already rolled, so it's 6 points. Sorry.
So, that's an extra 3. Done.
Right. That's his turn. Chipok, what do you want to do?
Right. Right, I'm gonna have to dash to get in there, in the middle of it. Did we figure out a way for me to get, or for anybody to get over that trap yet? No. Do I have anything I can put down on this trap? Or can I jump over it? I don't know.
You can try to do the same thing Ardak did, but it's a bit clogged, the
Right.
tunnel. So, you will hit Karis.
Karis, I'll shout, Karis, duck!
Can I roll something to see if I can duck in time, or am I gonna die?
You can roll either, yeah, you roll a dex save. Chipok, roll me in athletics.
Oh no. I'm gonna die.
Hold on.
I skewered on a
+9,
Minotaur.
23.
You jump over it, yeah. you go over all of them, nice. You kind of like,
Yeah.
I'd say you kind of grab Ardak's shoulder and you just push his shoulders down so you can like move over him, and you just you're all you're right in combat.
Just playing like the world's biggest game of leapfrog.
Yeah.
I do have quite high athletics, so I was lucky.
The tunnel is quite high, so you're fine.
Okay, right, that's me, I guess. I don't have any. That was a dash, so I don't have any more moves, do I? I don't think.
You can attack. Well, actually,
Okay.
that was your
No,
action
this-
rolling for athletics, I'd say.
Yeah, yeah.
Question me if I'm wrong.
I can't question because I haven't.
I'm asking the other DMs here.
Say again, sorry.
I'm just saying, since he already rolled for athletics, I'd say that's his action. Because he.
Yeah, it depends how kind you want to be.
Movement. Believe. Let me just double check.
He used his action to dash.
Didn't he use his action to
I-
dash?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did use my action to dash, definitely.
That's true.
Yeah, I would
that was
say that
that was quite a.
Poor
I don't
Valkyrie.
play a
distance
barbarian,
and a half.
so.
That was a 65 foot.
She's kind of far away.
Yeah, she's quite far away. Very well, so that's your turn. Swollbold.
Yep.
He's gonna look at the big Minotaur and he's gonna. Hello! And he's gonna touch you with his Morning Star and just hit you in the face. He like.
Oh, you shite bag.
He pokes you on like your hips and you look at him and he's just like. Boom! And he's gonna attack again.
Oh,
Both
you
of those
prick.
hit. Jeez.
I saw that.
I'll cutting words the last one.
Okay. So
Okay.
it's he re-rolls again, right?
I did no. It's -4.
-4.
Oh, God damn it.
Which is just.
Yeah, it still hits.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Just
The kobold looks at you and he's like, ha.
I'll flip him.
Right. Somebody tell me how much damage I'm taking.
You took 14 plus 17.
31.
Right, which is 21. Is
31.
that right?
31.
31, sorry.
Yeah.
Right, 31. Asshole.
Ah, that was a big hit.
That was a big hit, you arsehole. Minus 31. Christ.
Very well.
Okay, well.
That's his turn. Valkyrian, what are you gonna do?
Use everything I can to come behind Caress. Question, can I shove my shield in the way to avoid the trap?
Yes.
Thank you. There we go.
Unfortunately,
my
quite a
turn.
lot of us don't have shields.
No.
Right? When I said you could put something over it, that's exactly what I thought.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do have a
I
shield.
don't have a shield.
God damn it.
Chipmunk doesn't have a shield.
Just like doing
Could you not have thought?
fucking damage.
Velga just sees you guys standing on at the entrance and just shoves a shield like, motherly instinct.
Nobody likes
you
a
not
show
have thought
off,
of that
just so
idea?
you're aware.
Very well. What do you want to do now?
Nothing. I'll be back.
Okay. Oh, this guy. Hello there. You just look
Yeah,
at
the
his.
caster at the back.
Yes. Scorching ray. So he's gonna aim. He's gonna aim at the big guy. Does that hit you?
Yeah. Oh.
He's like, fuck. And he kind of like, ooh, let me check something. Yes, he does have flying. Okay, he's gonna fly with his wings, and he's gonna go over here. This guy, he is gonna do the same thing. Over here, he's on top of the statue, and he looks into the tunnel, and he's gonna spit at Karis some
Just
acid.
rude.
So you just see this this dragon head just poke out of the tunnel, and just like.
They're like, "Ah!" Is it a dex save you want me from me?
Yes.
He's moved into my reach, so I get an attack of up on him.
Did you put tunnel fighter when you?
Let me just check which one it is. Hang on. So tunnel fighters, if they move more than 5 feet within my reach.
Mm-hmm. Did you say you entered the
Oh wait,
tunnel
I've
fighter?
I've already used. Sorry, I've already used my reaction this turn. So if I'd not used my reaction, I would be able to do it, but I can't.
Yeah.
No worries.
I sound like a douche DM. Okay.
No, not at all. It was
It's just.
me trying to remember why I can't use it, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Karis, it's your go.
Oh, I've got a really stupid idea.
Yes.
That's fine.
Can I kind of maneuver my way into this room and charge?
Sorry, I'm not on the tracker.
Oh.
I should have been after the caster.
All right.
Okay, I'll wait to do my stupid idea.
What's your
Sorry. My roll was 6.
6?
Yeah, I'm fine to go after the caster.
6. Wait, what? Oh, because she's at top of the initiative. Okay. Yeah, that's your turn. Ardak.
Okay. So let's start off with the what do you call it? Wormling. Try and stab it with a glaive.
Oh,
15.
Nope. Yes.
19. 29.
Yes. Roll me damage. Jesus Christ, man. Why did that dwarf have to be so kind to you?
Because I roleplayed the hell out of it.
Yeah. He takes it. He takes it like a champ, and he's still alive.
Oh damn it. Okay. 17.
That hits.
Okay.
He's dead.
Excellent. Then can I action surge?
Go for it.
And you said this is a pit, right?
Yes.
I would like to shove. Swap. Which is. Make a special melee attack to shove a creature, either to knock it prone or to push it away from you. Must be no more than one size larger than you. Must be within my reach, which he is. Strength athletics check contested by his strength or athletics check, and because I'm in Giant's Might form, I get advantage.
Go for it. Yeah. You kick him.
So I would like to push him kind of directly backwards, and I push him. Prone or push him 5 feet away from me. So that pushes him right to the edge.
Very well.
And that is me.
Very well. Let's just put you there. well, very well. Okay, Karis, your go.
Alright, well, my stupid idea was to kind of jump on the wormling's back and try and fly around and just have some fun. But you know, somebody killed the hooker. So, I will kind of sidle into the room, just look around, and be like, "Okay, this is great." Oh God, can I try and push this guy into the pit?
Go for
Seeing as
it.
he's dangling on the edge, what do you want me to roll? Like a strength or an athletics?
Whatever. Say it again, John. It's
athletics.
athletics. Yeah, athletics.
So,
300
Yeah.
time.
yeah, so I kind of look at Boss and I'm like, I see what you're trying to do. And then I just run up and shove.
He is gonna contest.
Take me with you.
Nope. No, he doesn't fall.
Okay, that's fine. Bonus action, I suppose I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon. And just try and hit the fucker.
Okay.
Where is my spell? Go.
Ooh.
Hey.
Roll damage.
That'll do it. Oh.
14.
Nice.
Okay.
Is he dead yet?
Nope.
Okay, I'm just gonna kind of puff myself up like a cat would and kind of hiss at him and try and intimidate him, and yeah, that could be the end of my turn.
Okay. Norcan, big boy.
I'm gonna
Ah.
first. I'm gonna move here.
Mm-hmm.
I
He's
think
gonna.
these guys. Yeah,
Yeah. Attack of opportunity.
yeah, for both of them.
Not for both of them.
No.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
actually, because 5 feet from you. But he's flying. He's not directly.
Okay.
I'd say he's gonna ignore you.
Can I sentinel in response?
Go for it.
Yep. So I get an attack of not free, unfortunately, but
Right. He hits you, right?
26.
Yeah. Okay. That hits him.
This guy.
That's the attack for me. The 18.
Yeah, yeah.
Again.
That's the 18.
60
This-
damage.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Sorry. Let me just.
Mm.
26. 16. He is bloodied. Let me roll again. Sorry for that. Morning star. 10. Fails.
Yeah, that misses. Yeah.
Very,
So,
very, very well.
I'm gonna go and cast this.
Storm Sphere. Okay.
Yeah, it's 20 foot
Sphere.
radius. Yeah,
Yeah.
I wanna cast it in a way that I can get this one and this one. So, they're 20. 20
I
yeah.
think actually, if you center it on him, you can reach all 4.
Can I? No, that one.
You can't reach the one in front of Karis, but yeah, 20 foot, 15 foot, 15 foot.
If you cast it from here, you can hit everybody, I think. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, I thought I had the idea it was 20. Oh, yeah, so it's 40.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
the rate.
40 foot diameter, 20 foot radius.
Yeah. So, yeah, from this one, from this guy to get everyone here.
Okay.
And it's
Well, if it's from
the-
this guy, you can't hit this guy. But if it's from here, you can hit everybody.
oh yeah. Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah. Look.
See, you are a nice DM.
Yeah. So-
What does it do?
They have to roll strength. It's a strength. Where is it? It's a strength saving throw, or take 2d6s of bludgeoning damage, and everything is difficult terrain inside the sphere.
Right. Let me just roll for everybody.
That's one.
This guy, he is going to. Right. Oh, this one as well. That's a spiritual weapon. Sohi. Alright. What was the DC? 17, right?
Yeah.
And how much damage did they take?
For now is 2d6.
2d6 roll damage.
Yeah. So 10.
10. Nice.
And it's difficult terrain inside the sphere. And until the spell ends, I can use a bonus action on each of my turns to cause a bolt of lightning to leap from the center of the sphere toward one creature you choose within 60 feet of the center. Make a ranged spell attack. You have advantage on the attack roll if the target is in the sphere. On a hit, the target takes 4d6s. So I can use my bonus action now to hit this guy. Sorry. For 4d6s, I have to make a range attack to see if I hit him. Where is it? Here.
Oh, and you get advantage on that. That's nice.
Yeah.
Really nice.
So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go and make. I don't think I have this here. So I'm just gonna go with 2 d20s.
Okay.
To see. So just rolled one. I'm gonna roll another one. Where is it? 18 plus 9. So because it's my bonus.
27.
So 27. Does it hit?
Yeah, it does.
4d6 is of lightning damage. 15.
He's still alive.
Fair enough. That's my turn.
Very nice. That's for everybody inside or for just him?
No, I choose one. Just
Okay.
one.
Very
So
well.
I chose this.
This wormling, he is going to look at you because he's pissed and he's gonna use his acid breath.
At me?
Yeah. If he could talk, he'd be saying, "You killed my friends." Absorb element.
So I'll use my reaction. Lessening the effect.
Right, so lessening the effect, you have resistance until the start of your turn. Also the first time you hit with a melee weapon. Okay.
Yeah,
Very well.
I take 8. So I take 8. Oh, sorry. 10. And after I can use half of that.
Alright. Chipok, your go.
Okay, right now. Oh fuck! One thing. This guy here. Right, what's he? The wormling?
This
That
guy?
right? Oh, no. This. Oh yeah, up there.
Yeah, he's a bit far away.
Yeah. Yeah. No. What I was thinking, I was just trying. I'm trying to look through all my things to do, and I've got a second. The Goring Rush, and I'm just trying to figure out how I use that. And it's after a dash. Corns, Goring Rush.
Right.
Usually after.
You take damage if you go inside the sphere.
Alright, okay.
Just so you know.
How much damage are we talking?
It's 2d6.
Right, fuck it. In that case, I will just go for this guy again. Then move there and because I've got to move more than 20 foot to to use the Roaring Rush, so I will just move there and great sword guy. If I can get what done. Sorry, for some reason I don't know what's going on here. Hold on a second. I'll try closing the character sheet. It's been weird.
Yeah, roll 20 is a
Sorry,
bit-
right, hold. Great sword. No, it's still doing the same thing.
You want me to roll it for you?
Like going to edit. Yeah, because it's going to edit it instead of. It's trying to edit it instead of.
That's a 30.
I don't know what's going on. I
Roll
think maybe my
damage
keyboard
for
or my
you.
mouse or something.
It's dead. That's all you need to know.
Thanks. I don't know what's going on here.
It is dead. Very well. Is that all you want to do?
Yes, thank you. Hopefully I can figure it out.
I'll say, Norkan, you're gonna kill that guy inside of the sphere, right? Anyways.
Yeah, if I hit him.
It's just...
What the hell?
Valkyrian, what do you want to do?
She's having
Oh no, no,
Wi-Fi
I'm back. I've
issues.
switched to mobile data. Thankfully.
She's back.
Come in the room and then guiding bolt the person across there.
Alright, go for it.
Have to give me 2 seconds because I've got to reload everything.
Yeah, I might have to do that too. It's very weird.
Beginning to wonder if it's not us, but it might be Twitch this time, possibly.
No, it's not Twitch, it's Roll20. Come out 20.
That's 17, it hits him. And you kill the guy.
Yay!
How do you want to kill
Nice.
him? Just because it's fun to always ask. How do you want to kill him?
It is fun to always ask, I'm correct.
Where do you hit with the guiding bolt?
I'm assuming he's screeching because his mates have been killed. So as he's screeching, just a guiding bolt right in his schnozzer.
What's a schnauzer?
Right in his schnoz.
and the nose.
Oh, okay. What is
Right
this?
in the snoz combat.
What is this German I'm hearing?
It's no, it's English. Learn it.
You'd know if it's the only line of German I know. It ain't German.
Alright. Very well. He is dead. And we're out of initiative.
Hell yeah.
Very well. What do you guys want to do?
How deep is the pit?
You can only see some little lights. And you can
Ah,
hear
but
like
how deep is it?
it's dark. You can't even see the end of it.
Is it 300 feet deep?
300.
You throw
So
something
300
down it,
foot of
pick a
dark
torch.
vision.
300 feet. I'm trying to think.
I thought my dark vision was good.
I can give you guys all this as well.
I'd say you can
Do
almost
you have
see
a
the
torch? Throw a
bottom.
torch down it.
Almost see the bottom.
Yeah.
Damn.
Like you see some like you can see like heads like moving around, and you can see some structures on the side of it like going all around, right? And there are like little holes into them, but there's no way to get to it. Like the first
Yeah.
little hole you see, it's like about 100 feet down. You see like little kobolds just like minding their business and mining away.
Not for long.
Well, it seems there's quite a few of them down there.
I kick the dead kobold into the pit.
Go for it. So,
Just go over there and just shove him over.
I'm
Right.
gonna check this guy on top here.
okay.
Have you ever seen that episode? There's that part in Lord of the Rings where one of the hobbits knocks the dwarf skeleton down into the depths.
Get
And then the bad things come.
I just want to shove it and then just listen. Just listening for like how long it takes to get to the bottom. Hey, boss, watch this.
And you just hear the kobold like, you just hear the wind, and he just disappears into the darkness, and then you hear like a.
Well, that was fun. Has anyone got anything else to throw in the pit?
Jeremy!
Honestly, God, cats are knocking things off of high surfaces.
Ready to pull this guy into the pit with my mouth, just dragging him across.
Norken, you don't find anything of interest inside of that guy, in his
Yeah,
pockets.
I'm checking the other one.
Same thing. It's all been stripped away.
Jesus, I'm rolling like really bad today.
I investigate. Is this like a panel or something?
That's a door.
That's a door. Okay. Can I investigate the door?
Go for it.
Okay.
Do you like the big black map?
Yeah. 10.
10. It's a regular door.
You're as good as me, boss, investigating stuff.
Oh, what's my investigation? No, that's.
This is another door here? On
Not
top?
really. I'll show you what it is.
Okay.
It's an entrance. It's a tunnel entrance, and it has some steps down, but it's just caved in.
Okay. So, this way is closed, guys. So,
I have a look at the barrels.
Yeah. What are you
anything
looking for?
Oh, food, weapons, magic items, anything, money, anything worth
They're empty.
salvaging. Okay.
Is this a door that I'm stood up?
I mean, you can see that there's a path. Yeah. It's just an entrance, actually. Sorry.
I'm just gonna peer around the corner. Can I see anything? Or is this not a corner?
What do you mean?
Is that a corridor, or is that just a wall?
That's just a wall.
Go forward. Is there anything that I can see?
You can see a little water thing over there, and when you move there, you can see this whole room.
I'm crouching, by the way, like sniffing like a cat would.
Are you going in stealthily?
Yes.
Roll stealth.
Yes, sir. Oh, come on, roll 20.
Ooh. There's a tent.
You think you're hidden.
And
I
I
don't like the way that was
smell
worded.
anything.
You smell.
No.
Roll me a history check.
Not gonna go very well.
It just smells like something you've smelled in this island. You don't know what it is, but it just smells. It's just weird smell. It's a really weird musk.
I just tap the water.
Okay. A big. No, I'm joking. Nothing happened. No, I'm not. Two big trolls just come out of nowhere. I'm not joking.
oh, God.
It's gonna be like,
More are you say?
Oh god.
Do we hear that, DM?
Yeah, you do.
I'll dash
Okay.
here, near her,
I
and
take
I'll
off
ask,
running.
"What's wrong?"
I walk space.
Like, help, help, help. Like, look, we don't need to fight. We don't need to fight. Guys, help.
They try to move, but they're like, they have what do you call it? A chain around their neck, and they can't get to you. Same thing for this guy. They're stuck to the tree.
Okay.
Now, do we know what trolls speak? They speak giant or common?
They speak. Yeah, they do speak giant.
Oh, we can talk
Okay,
to them.
I speak giant. Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I do not.
I'm just gonna say to them, we won't attack you if you don't attack us.
Food. You are food.
We are not food. We will be your death. We have killed many trolls.
Norkan will go inside while Ardak is talking.
Where proof?
Can I go back
To
and grab
where-
all, like the
where
dead
proof?
kobolds and bring it back in?
I say to Valkyrie, not the kobolds. Bring at least a couple of troll heads. I don't think they'll be that bothered about the actual kobolds.
That's
No.
fair.
No, while that Norkan is grabbing one of the bodies.
All right.
We will bring proof.
I assume I've got to go back to the cart, yeah?
Yeah. Why you have weapon? Cobalt only brings food with no weapon.
We are here to kill the dragon, Bakur.
They both look at each other like, you're funny, small giant.
Am I still in giant's form at this point? I would be about the same size as him, I think.
What time does it? I think it's a minute, right?
Yeah.
No.
But like the combat round was only about 12 seconds. All we really did was walk through the room.
Let's say almost not in Giant's mind.
Okay, so it's almost about to drop out.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't have to be a giant to be able to kill the likes of you.
Why do you, giant, speak funny?
I am not from these parts. I am from lands far, far to the south and west of here. I am from the lands the sun sets in. I think of a way to explain it to a troll.
Sunset?
Yes.
Come from a land down under? No?
Does the sun set?
Sorry.
Wait, I thought sun went underwater. You are lying.
My land is not where the sun sets. My land is in that direction.
Oh, make more sense.
I'm sorry, I did not know how much of the world you had seen.
All of it. This is world.
You are well traveled.
What?
You have traveled far then.
I walk from home. Well, camp. And I eat food. I hunt. I've seen world. Yes.
Why are you chained to the tree? You and your friend.
Well, we stole some food from the boss.
Wouldn't you
Who's
like
boss?
to have another boss instead of your current one that has you chained to a tree?
What are you suggesting, little man?
First of all, I'm not that little. Boss here next to me, he's a good boss. He's been my boss for a long time, me and my friends. And if you would like to join us, we would set you free. If you would help us for a while, and then you can go about your doings. Hunting.
He kind of like this one. He looks at you, and he kind of moves a bit forward with his head. He's not there, but he's like his head is near your face. Why should troll trust man?
We haven't done anything to you. You're chained to a tree, and we didn't attack you.
You said you killed troll before.
Trolls tried to kill us.
They attacked us.
In the meantime, Valkyrie's just be like, "Yo, Jeremy, we need a troll head, please. Could you throw me one?"
He's like almost falling asleep. Oh yeah, here, bubblegum lady. He just throws it at you.
Brilliant, time to head back.
Alright. You.
I'm just getting a drink, by the way.
Did you mess with troll wine? Did you steal troll wine?
No, we didn't steal anything from the trolls.
What is the troll wine?
Oh, it's blood wine.
Question, DM. I'm seeing. Do I see Valkyrian approaching? Yes.
Yeah.
She's coming with a head of a troll, right?
Yeah.
I'll do this like with hand motion, like stay back and move a little bit while we're trying to.
Okay. Are you guys fine with staying a little bit, 10 minutes, and then we can finish the session?
Yeah.
I want to see where this goes.
We want a pet troll. We want a pet troll.
I am holding out some of my rations to the one that's over here. Just obviously, I have no idea what's being said, but I'm just holding it up like, here, take this.
He kind of flips you off and he takes the food.
What do you say? If you like to eat human, there are a couple of humans in the room next door that, well, they're nothing to do with us, and you're more than welcome to have them.
Are you? What? Are you?
There are a couple of dead humans in the room next door who died in a battle fairly recently, by the looks of it. You're welcome to eat them if you want. We can bring them to you.
What? No. I thought you were man sympathizer. Why are you giving us body to eat? Did you kill man?
What do you like to
Let's
eat?
just say,
You? Can I eat you? Then I can help.
Norkin points at him. Eat me?
Yes. Just yarm.
Not me. I can get you an arm if you want. Not mine, but I can get you another arm.
I don't like the little ones.
No, I'll grab you a big one.
Okay.
You want the leg?
No. I want cobalt meat. I want to taste those fuckers.
we can bring you kobold meat. I think there are a couple of those as well. Can I shout through to Chipok? Hey, Chipok, bring the kobolds, as many as you can carry. Harry.
Oh shit! I muted him. I forgot.
Yeah, you did. I was like, we need to unmute him.
Sorry.
Are you muting me for? I'll stick a cobalt on one horn and another cobalt on the panel horn, and I'll grab a couple and I'll bring them through.
Very nice. Give.
I see Chipok coming, and I just say, so are you familiar with a style of dining called kebab?
He looks at you
I will
really,
bring them.
really intensely. Are you insulting me?
No, this is a way of human dining from the south of the continent, where food arrives already skewered for your convenience. I gesture to Chipok as he arrives.
Oh, you brought me a cow. Even better. Can I eat?
Cow is not for food. You ask for the kobold.
Oh, okay. He kind of grabs the two kobolds and he just grabs their heads and he munches. The heads are always the better part. You say.
I'll bring the
I
other
see.
two cobalts over to the other troll to roll them with him.
My mama told me once, if you eat the brain, you get smart.
And how's that working out for you?
Very well. First brain
Is
I've
it-
ever eaten.
Is it good?
Oh man.
Tastes like shit.
Oh, it's good.
Did you say that kobolds have shit for brains?
Possibly. Still eat it.
Right, I've got.
Well, now that you've eaten, and that we can free you, what do you say to joining us?
You want us to be meat shield. We are not dumb.
No, we don't want you to be meat shield. We want you to help us, like equals.
If we help,
Yes.
do you think humans will still attack our village or camp?
We can have
Where
an-
is your camp?
My camp. I don't know, but it's near the mountain where there's like skulls.
Oh, off camera. Oh shit. Tell me, do you have family at this camp?
No,
Any babies?
no, me and my brother here, and he points at the other troll. I'm Bark, he is Stonebrain. We don't really like the camp.
So are you telling me you don't like the other trolls in that camp?
Yes, but rule says no killing other trolls.
What if they happen to die?
Boy, have we got some good news for you.
Yes. If we
How
if
do you
somebody
fancy being
already
leader?
killed them, would that be good news?
What?
If somebody had already killed the other trolls in your camp, would that be good news?
Did you leave someone?
No, we're saying if we went there and we killed the other trolls for you, would that be a good thing?
I eat brain. I know, you killed them. I got smarter
Well,
right
you
now.
know we've already killed those trolls.
You said you killed
Okay,
troll
yes,
before.
Yes, we didn't say we killed them on the island.
But when
Not
I
There
exactly.
asked,
are many trolls throughout these lands.
not many.
Okay, well, Yes, we killed the trolls in the town.
Did you
In
kill
the
the
camp.
red guy?
Yes.
Fuck him. Don't like him. Piece of shit.
See, I think we're coming to some kind of understanding here.
Oh, jeez.
You know, we've already killed some of the people you don't like. Perhaps we can kill the guy who had you chained up.
Hmm.
Do you want to kill the guy that chained you up?
What?
Would you like us to hold him down while you kill him?
The fire giant? I mean, sure. He put us in here. We just wanted some
Okay,
food.
sounds like we have a plan.
But wait. Do you promise that you make agreement with little man people so they don't?
Dwarves.
I don't care. Okay, little man people.
So they don't attack you.
Whatever that cow said. Cow talk? Brilliant. I like.
He does. He's a little difficult to understand sometimes, but yes, he does talk.
Oh, that's racism.
I like this guy. He smell nice. Are you female?
No,
If you want to
I'm
find
kind
out,
of
you can
lonely.
lift up his room.
It's fine. I joke. Okay. No little man dwarf thingy in my camp. And I will be king
I
of
think
trolls.
we can arrange that.
Yes.
Yes, you can be king of the trolls. Show me your shackles.
He points at his neck. Right here.
Does it look
DM,
easy to?
I
hook him?
just want to incite the.
You just gave me an idea right now.
No,
I
well, that's
didn't
not
think
good.
about that. Oh.
That is not good.
Okay. He's
Right. Can I insight check him using my cloud rune?
Go for it. What is that?
So I get. Is it cloud rune? Oh wait, not the cloud rune. Hang on. Not that one.
I don't want our deck to go near the
Stone
guy.
rune. So I've got advantage on those checks.
What are
Which
you
is good, 'cause
waiting
The first was in that one.
What are you waiting for? Take it out. And
23. Do I believe him?
yeah, you do. He seems to be truthful.
Okay. Does it look nice and easy to release him, or is there something I need to do? Do I need to break it? Do I need to?
You could try to like. It is a mechanism, right? And it has like a lock in it, but he can't really like grab it. Is this some sort of magic there?
Okay.
You can try to touch it.
Can I try? Yeah. Sleight of hand check.
Go for it.
So advantage still. Sleight of hand.
The magic does not apply to you.
17.
17? Yeah. You can free the lock, and you still have to open it.
I free the lock and I open the shackles.
Okay, he's like, and he grabs you, and he pushes you into him, and he's like, "We have a deal. Don't forget that. I will
I
kill."
will speak to the Jarl personally and ensure your safety.
Okay. Thank you, little giant.
I guess I go and free his brother.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm currently rubbing up against him, like making friends with him, like.
He's like sitting down, and like he's just sitting down, and he's like playing with the stick, and with another rock, he's like sipping on the rock, like if it was like a cup of tea, like with his finger, his what do you call this? You know, like
The pinky finger.
the picking finger out, and he's like, and he's, and you hear Ardak, you hear, cat, nice cat.
Like,
She is very lovely. We like having her with us. You will be in good company if you join us. Are you happy to stick to your brother's deal?
I always like brother decision.
And I reach over and I unshackle him as well.
Very well. This guy's gonna attack Nom. Nah, that would be so shitty for me, like, to say with an inside of 23 they'd be lying. They can't lie. Like, Norkin was like, fuck.
No, but the thing is, if you did that, I wanted to backtrack and I wanted the persuasion checks also.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah.
So
It's not. You both speak the language. That's enough to convince a troll to join you.
yeah.
You gave it food.
So I'm checking the tent also.
He goes next to you and he's like, "What are you checking? Poop station?" And he lifts it up, and it's just like an amount.
open the flap and it shuts it.
As
It's
he
the
lifts,
troll bowl.
It's the poop station.
No.
as he grabs the whole thing, he's like, "Look, I shitted that one yesterday." He's just like holding it.
I'll turn my back really quick, head on the other way, and say, Chipok, if you need to go to the toilet, it's that way. And I'm trying not to throw up again.
What little man doesn't like a little bit of show off? Okay, he covers it up.
Oh god.
Okay.
Oh, I love these guys. They were supposed to be just to die, but I love them now. Very well.
So-
What were their names again?
It's Bark and
Bark
Stone.
and Stonebrain, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
Mhm.
I wrote it down.
I'm going
think-
to deposit the head
Think
where,
amongst trolls,
next to that
Stonebrain is a
statue.
compliment.
Oh no, throw it in the pit, just like chuck it in.
Like, yeah, just quickly, like over here, just like they see nothing. Just quickly.
Just
Oh,
like
right, true.
da-da-da-da-da. Ooh,
Well,
there
they
it goes.
don't care though. They're quite happy we got rid of the rest of the trolls. So
Yeah,
So-
I thought we were like.
It's my friend coming over, like, yeah, boys, I got it. He's like, no, it's here, no.
Starting a circus now. We have a dog. We have Jeremy.
Sand assassin,
Sandman.
2 trolls.
cow, we got a big
How many
cow.
more pets can we get?
Cow, a cat.
Take the dragon.
Oh, well, that's a plan.
You know what this means? It just means I can add more HP to the dragon.
Oh, really?
idea.
Really?
Idea.
Very well.
I walk over to the door, turn to the party, and say, "Is everybody ready for this?"
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, I need to go to bathroom.
I'm not picking his moments. And I'm going to Giant Smite for the second time. And invoke. Where's my runes? Invoke my hill rune.
Mhm.
If anybody else wants to prep anything, now's the time.
I have no clue.
Bear with
Rage,
me.
maybe?
Yeah, I guess. Rage.
Well, I'm gonna tune up
I'm gonna-
I'm gonna tune my guitar.
It's not
I'm gonna run
mammoth
over
time.
to you.
Oh,
I'm gonna
God.
run over to Ardak and be like, "Here, have something extra," and then I'm just gonna cast Holy Weapon on Ardak.
Oh, shit. Nice, okay.
Good call. Good call.
Yeah.
You're gonna
Sure.
kick down the door.
At these doors, I would just like to boot
Let
down
me
the
move.
doors.
All right.
And I've got advantage on this as well. Oh, 14. After all that.
You kick down the door, and just just wind comes out of it. Just like a barrage of wind just goes through you, and there's an empty tunnel with another door, and that's where we're gonna leave it at.
Oh.
Good
Bark-
one.
Bark and Stonebrain.
You just make those names up on the fly.
Yes.
Ah, very good.
Nice session. Nice session.
Nice session indeed.
Nice. Hand cracks.
Rating?
Yes, we are raiding, I think.
Well, thank you for everybody that watched the stream.
Table story.
Yeah, go for it.
Thanks everybody that watched the stream. We'll see you again next Sunday, same time. I appreciate everybody watching. Yeah, if you guys want to say anything before we go.
No.
Thank you for watching. Join us next week and bye bye.
Hope you have even half as much fun as we do.
Bye bye.